Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I'm continuing a playthrough of Morrowind as a Khajit Thief named Drolan, who has been reluctantly performing or doing business with House Hlaalu. I thought, oh hey, House Hlaalu is the one that is most loyal, most consistent, not consistent, but most attached to the Empire. And Drolan is going to be a loyal Imperial citizen, and I found out that House Hlaalu is just kind of like really greasy, very slimy. Now, to the point Abulin made at one point, they do kind of fit a thief at that point. But I rather like Drolan as more of the respectable thief, as demonstrated by the Bal Malagmar quests given by gentleman Jim Stacy. So, just not real thrilled with how House Hlaalu operates. That said, still going to continue performing quests, doing business with them. However, one of their members is Ilmeni Dren, who is the daughter of Duke Vedam Dren, and Ilmeni Dren is a philanthropist? I think that's the right word.
Might be an abolitionist.
Well, yeah, an abolitionist too, but like she wanted, the reason I say philanthropist, the first quest I did for her was to increase the reading capability or to help with the literacy of other people. And so I want to say, that's a miner's pick. That's a Caldera ledger. Somewhere around here, there's a key to this. Anyway, however, she's also an abolitionist, and to be able to interact with her, regarding abolitionism, you have to have freed a certain number of slaves and then used a particular dialogue type option, etc., to talk to slaves after having freed some. And so, while Drolan has freed, as I put it in the last video, I think, while the player has freed lots of slaves, because I have done so as often as I found them and a key. Many of those were while doing Telvanni or what's the other group? Redoran quests. And so I am missing. I'm trying to find a tower. And so what I'm here in Caldera Ebony Mine, because I know that there are a number of slaves here, and I know that there's probably a slave key in this tower, now that I'm thinking about it. I knew it was in a tower.
The guard tower.
Yep. And so I'm going to go just release a bunch of slaves in the Caldera Ebony Mine. I will count them as I do. Yay, slave key. Note to Caldera Guard. To all on-duty guards, keep an eye trained on the Argonian called Goldheart at all times. He has been increasingly combative and resistant to authority lately, especially when in the presence of Argonian females. And there is also an iron longsword. But the Redorans had Drolan come and, what do you call it? Sabotage this ebony mine. So, you talk to Cassina. She greets me as the Nerevarine. I say, go free. She says, you have the key. Will you let me go free? Unlock the slave's bracers. Yes, Cassina is free. You are a good friend to Cassina. Awesome. So that's one. And I'm just going to go through and find each of them. This is Slave Shack 2. This is Dalina. Dalina greets me as the Nerevarine. I say, go free. She says, you have the key. Will you set me free? I say, unlock slave's bracers. Yes, Dalina is free. You are a good friend to Dalina. Dalina leaves when the moons are right. Okay, my journal's updated.
Oh, there's a sign on.
I freed Dalina. Now that she's gone, the mines of Caldera will shut down for at least a few days. Yes, the sign was the note to slaves. Rules: damage to company property will not be tolerated. If any further scratch marks are found on the bedposts, all miners will be given double shifts for the rest of the month. No talking after sundown. No talking during feedings. No talking before sunrise. Always obey the guards and mages promptly and without question. Yeah, I'm I'm quite content with the idea of releasing the slaves running around here, or being kept and employed. Employed's the wrong word, but put to work here. All right, Caldera Mine. Let's go find more. The funny thing is, nobody cares. Like, I'm going to do this in front of guards, and because I have the key, no one's going to freak out and go, wait, why are you releasing that slave? All right, so this is Gilm, who is going to be slave number 3. Go free. You have the key. Will you let go free? Unlock the slave's bracers. Yes, now I am free. Thank you, Drolan. You're welcome. All right. Here's another one. This is number 4, who says, this is Nisha. Go free. You have the key. Unlock the slave's bracers. Yes, free. Thank you, Drolan. So that was Nisha. That was 4, I said. You are Gilm, who I've already talked to, so I need to find a different... Yeah, that was... Okay, so I'll come this way this time instead and go find this individual, who is Kazura. I tell her to go free. You have the key. Unlock the slave's bracers. Yes, Kazura is free. You are a good friend to Kazura. Some more in here. This is Enora. Enora greets me as an Reverine. Say go free. Unlock the slave's bracers. I think Enora's number 6. Dang it. Get down. Here we go. Now I know, well, I want to say I know I've freed more beyond that, but I don't know that I have. Maybe well, actually, so in the first cave you go to, there's like 8 there. Well, maybe only 5, but there's quite a few, so I would have expected that I'd freed 9, but...
Well, unless it's actually 20 instead of 9.
Right. But there's no discussion to be had. I don't remember where the other slaves were for... It was something for what's-her-name, the one that's crazy with the Talvani. There was a slave rebellion in one of her holdings that she... What is this? Required that... This is the Uverin ancestral tomb. Okay.
Because we didn't find the male Aragonian.
No, I didn't when I was doing the other, when we were here before either, so...
You went through all the shacks?
Yeah, I went through all the shacks. There are only the 2 shacks. So, what I'll do, I'm going to try and remember where the other quest was, so that I can go there and free as many slaves as I can find there. And when I get there, I'll come back in. I'll be back. Okay, so I have found my way to the Ababel Egg Mine, which is, I am pretty sure, where the, where there should be a bunch of slaves that are rebelling against, I don't remember the name of the gal, but one of the Talvani counselors. So my goal is to see if I can find the key in here. You are aggressive. Okay, you can die then. And then release some more of the slaves to see Sceneray. If I say go free, he says, no, there is no need. We are already free. Speak with our leader, Elidal Lay, and join us in this slave rebellion. And if I ask about slave rebellion, talk to our leader, Elidal Lay. Well, hopefully I can still get the key and take the bracers off and have it count. Your Danru. Your Jadato. You, I believe, should be Elidal Lay. Yep, Elidal Lay. Greets me as an Reverine. Say slave rebellion. Yes, we are rebelling. If Thorana sent you, go ahead and kill us. Let's listen to their grievances. Thorana is mad. She demands more and more Kwama eggs, and when the mine is empty, she still demands more. I delivered the eggs last time and found she was not even eating them. She was decorating her home with rotting Kwama eggs. It was then I decided I could not go on. Keep listening? I am surprised you are willing to listen. Will you help us? I was a sorcerer in Black Marsh, but I cannot cast spells with these slave bracers on. Will you find the key to our slave bracers and free us? There may be a key here, but we have not yet found it. I am sure there is a key in Tel Brenora. Agree to free them. You will free us? I am not sure I believe you. Very well. Try and find a key to my slave bracers in Tel Brenora or here in the egg mine. Once I am free, I will let the others go free and lead them to safety. My journal has been updated. Okay, so my memory is that there is in fact a key inside the mine. I just don't remember how far I have to go to find it. Since you things are aggressive, I'm going to kill you. So here's the queen. Is it really this easy? It is. Awesome. Close that. You know what? I'll take the egg while I'm at it. So now, if I come back, I'll start with Anara here. She greets me as an Reverine. If I say go free, no, there is no need. Okay, so goodbye. I can't tell her to go free, I think, until I've told the other one who is the leader of the rebellion to go free. So, lead away. Say, slave rebellion. Have you found the key? Will you let me go free? Go free. Have you found the key? Unlock his bracers. Oh, and give him the key. Well, crap. Your journal has been updated and the key has been removed from my inventory. That's a little annoying.
Oh, still go free again.
Yep, so if I ask him about go free, he says, yes, I will free the others. Soon we will return to Blackmarsh. Bummer. Slave rebellion. Yes, I will free the others. Okay,
what if you talk to one of the other ones now?
Yeah, that's a good question. If I come over and ask Jadato and say go free, our leader, Alita Lay, will lead us to freedom. Slave rebellion, talk to our leader, Alita Lay. That's a bit of a problem.
Well. Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, good for the slaves being free, but...
Yep. Now, I can take the key back, assuming I don't get attacked. I didn't get attacked. Now, they may still not respond to the grow free command because they may require that he free them, but if I talk to Droza now and say go free, yep, I cannot free them. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, so these ones aren't going to work for that. Well, slave rebellion. Yes, I will free the slaves. Click go free. Yes, I will free the others. I can't. So I'm going to quick save it again. Oh, I should have just loaded it knowing that it wouldn't work.
Master was right to
let's see here. Where is the... Oh, geez. Where even am I? Because they're going to be... Yeah. I cannot put it back. Oops. Okay, well, apparently I have an extra key. Not quite what I meant to do, but... Well, now, that's a little more frustrating. I have a lot of slave keys. Caldera slave key. I mean, maybe I don't have a lot of slave keys. A simple key, a small key, the Ababel slave key. I have multiple Ababel slave keys?
Yes, apparently.
Huh, maybe it didn't actually remove it. Adamasartus slave key. The Asarnad slave key, the Caldera slave key, which I just used. This is interesting. And apparently it's 20 slaves that you have to free. I thought I had, I mean, based on the number of keys, the Rotheran slave key. So I have no idea how many slaves there are in each of those locations is the problem. And it's probably not a, what say you, Senrei, if I say go free? Yeah. You say the same thing. That's fine. Okay. So I need to go find somewhere else. Or I may just need to talk to other slaves again, since Abby Lynn did some more looking and saw that it was just a matter of telling the redoing the go free dialogue, potentially, if you've slaved enough. So, I'll come back in when I find somewhere else to do that. So this is just an interesting touch. I decided I'd come back to Caldera since that's where I had recall and find out whether or not I could talk to any of the slaves here, and they're all gone. The ones in the huts are gone, the ones in the mine are gone, and now that they're free, they've all left. Who knows where they go? Probably just out of the game, actually, would be my guess. But that's kind of cool. You let them go, and they do. Wonder if now if I went back to the mine where I just got done with, if they'd be gone too. Probably. I'm not going to go back and check that. But I wanted to mention that, point that out, and unfortunately that means I now still need to go find slaves somewhere. And if it's like, if the ones you set free don't stay anywhere, then like you have to find a way. You have to talk to them when you free them, basically, if you want to figure out this twin lamps thing. So that's interesting in its own right. That said, I'm gonna see if I can find somewhere else where I might have a chance of gaining that info. I'll be back. Alright, so I am here at Harunartus because because Abby found out that there should be somewhere in here that has a slave key. And then it will be possible, theoretically, to release some slaves and hopefully gain some information. And then that'll probably end up being what I do in this video, but with that information, hopefully I can get additional duties or quests from Ilmeni Dren after that. We'll see. He is in combat. Oh wow, nice. No cash though. No key either. Oh, well, this is going to be where the slaves are kept, probably. Yep, how many of them are there? There are... It's locked though, but not very high level lock. Yep, lockpick success. Go grab my sword again. Let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 folks in here. We talk to them. Greet me as the Nerevarine. This is Wulin Shay. Say go free. You must find the key to these bracers. Yep. Alright, that's pretty standard so far as that goes.
Is there anything else in that room other than just the slaves?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it would be interesting if their key was in the room, but... Yeah, just water, and I don't think there's anything in the water. That is one advantage to more modern games, is they'll mini-maps that reveal items and stuff, although that can make a game a little too easy-ish. Alright, so I know that there's a path under the water there, but I'll figure out what I find over land first, because I'm not necessarily just trying to clear this cavern out. I'm very specifically looking for slave bracers and trying to release slaves. Now, I may have to note what other items I find in here, though. Well, let's see here. Here's a stumble charm. Moon sugar, don't care. Actually, just because, well, you know what? Who knows whether or not something in here is called one thing and isn't actually important for some other reason. I remember one. He is in combat. Good, I can kill him. He has bone part 1. I don't remember hearing. Yep, I gained knowledge. Medium armor. Nice. Close. This is lock level 10. And it has just a bunch of armor in it. Okay. Scroll back over, put my sword back on.
Is there anything on that chest?
On it? Yeah. Oh, there's gold and, hey, a Nardis slave key. Thank you very much. Good eye. Okay, cloth sack with some gold. Also with some gold. Gold I will take. Gold is easy. Alright, now go tell these slaves to go free and see if any of them say anything extra after the fact. So this is Wooleen Shay again. Greets me as an reverend. Say go free. You have the key. Will you let me go free? Unlock the slaves' bracers. Yes, now I am free. Thank you, Drolan. Say go free. You freed me, Drolan. Are you in the twin lamps? Ask about twin lamps. You do not know? Wooleen Shay was sure, but you should be a member. If Wooleen Shay asks, have you seen the twin lamps? You say, they light the way to freedom. And my journal has been updated. It's been updated to say I was told that the twin lamps are an anti-slavery organization. If I am asked, have you seen the twin lamps? I should say, they light the way to freedom. All right. Well, for the rest of you, this is Aravi. I say go free. You have the key. Unlock the slaves' bracers. Yes, Aravi is free. You are a good friend to Aravi.
Oh, and twin lamps at that point was a dialogue option.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Yep, it just is there. So if I ask about twin lamps before the release, they say, look, I like you, but I'm not enough to tell you that. Oh, that's funny. Go free. Unlock the slaves' bracers. Yes, Kashini is free, which buffs are up to 100. Twin lamps. You do not know, and then says the same thing. Okay. Actually, I'm curious now. If I ask about twin lamps, look, I like you, but not enough to tell you that, and I use persuasion to get her up to 100 before... Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that really didn't work. I'm just curious if they will relinquish the secret at 100, or if it's very specifically that they have to have been
99.
freed. Yeah, I know. Dang. It's quite the yo-yo here. Maybe I should just try at 99, but or slaves will not let you what do you call it? Persuade them up to 100 because you specifically have to let them free. I don't know. Or I'm just not even reading what the various things are. One of them was your words feel hollow. Stop this. There we go. 100. Twin lamps. You do not know. Oh, so you can learn about the twin lamps even if... I mean, now it wasn't there until I'd released a number of them. But anyway.
It also wasn't there until you'd clicked go free again and asked about it through that dialogue.
So say go free. You have the key. Unlock the slaves' bracers. Okay. Now.
Is that all of them? All 4?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'll come double check. You have no more bracer. 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 Yep. Okay. That's all 4 of them. All right. So that is them free. Now I need to find my way back to Vivek to be ready to start whatever quest results from the twin lamps. So after I kill this diseased cliff racer, I will find my way back to Vivek, and I will start the next video talking to Ilmeni Dren and seeing why she is asking me about the twin lamps. So, thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.